channel. So I'll just get right into this video. I'm going to talk about the main factor that I think makes a performance great. And you know what led to me making this video is because I was watching some aespa live stages, and as much as I like them as a group, they really lack a lot in the live performance department, and I'll talk about the factor that I think leads to that. So the main factor that I think makes a performance great and or boring to watch is live singing. I think a lot of idols would have much better stage presence if they just sang live. I know you've heard this a million times, idols should sing live and blah blah blah, but hear me out. Most of the times when idols are performing, I'm not just talking about one, but almost all of the idols, or not all, the majority of idols. Most of the time we know it's either lip sync or lip syncing over a loud ass backtrack. Let's not even deny that fact. They just look like they're doing the same moves, same way for as many performances there are, because when you're lip syncing, you're not exactly on your tiptoes, because you know you're gonna sound amazing anyways, because it's a pre-recorded or version that you're lip syncing over. And I think it contributes a lot to idols looking like they've zoned out of a performance midway and are just moving their bodies to the memorized choreo. And let's say their choreos make it hard. Like, are you telling me these huge groups can't sing a 3-minute song together? Like, you have these solo artists doing that, like take Jungha or Hwasa. They might be using a backtrack, but you could still hear their voices over that backtrack. You're telling me these groups with a couple of more members than a solo artist can't do that? They can't carry a 3-minute song with shared parts? And let's say if choreos make it hard, they could just maybe tone down their moves for their parts and go back to dancing again. Companies should just start picking up people up from streets, give them nice clothes and a mic, and just put them on a stage. And it wouldn't make much of a difference than what it is now. Like, what's the point of putting money into training your idols when it's not even gonna be utilized? In my opinion, if they sang live, not only would it keep them on their tippy toes waiting for their turn, but I think they might also be more present on stage, because imagine yourself in a situation where you're so used to of something, your body just goes along with the situation. It's like an automatic movement from your body, even without you being too present. But imagine a situation where you know things are not gonna be as usual. Wouldn't you be more present and aware of your surroundings? That's my analogy. I think a lot of idols would be more involved in their performances rather than just being there and performing like robots. I'll give you an example. Let's say Big Bang. We know their stages were always great. It's because it was very clearly always live. And that made them be more present. And when you're paying more attention to something, you're automatically gonna have more presence and control and awareness. Think of all the idols who are considered to have amazing presence, like Big Bang, CL, BTS, ATEEZ, itzy, Soyeon. You can go on with more examples. Even Soyeon in her group, she stands out a lot in her performances, because even over the backtrack, you can hear her live. She is full into the performance. Or take Mamamoo for example. They don't have like the super loud EDM songs or exceptionally hard choreographies, but what they have is live singing, which results in them having great presence and command on stage, and it makes it much more fun to watch. They're a really good example of how it doesn't matter if a song is chill or laid back. All that matters is your choice of performing it in a boring way or bringing so much life that you come back again and again to watch it. A lot of other Western artists can be used as an example, like Beyonce, Bruno Mars, Little Mix, Ariana Grande. One thing they have in common with K-pop idols is not just that they're great dancers, but what stands them out is not just their dancing, but their live singing, their presence, their involvement with their performances. And I'm not talking about their involvement as in with the sets or production, but when they're performing on stage, they are fully involved in the performance. which in my opinion is something that a lot of idols lack. I think that's one of the reasons why everyone always wishes that they could hear live performances. And I also think that when second and third gen fans complain about it, most fourth gen stands just take it as hate because they haven't experienced the beauty of live singing. And since they got used to of lip sync trash, that they're really missing out on why we want live singing from groups nowadays as well. No matter what anyone else says, second gen and third gen idols really set standards high, whether it's about vocals, chemistry, presence, or dancing. I mean, we have fourth gen groups who are really good performers, but I think most of the focus nowadays is on visuals and how you look, or rather than what you perform. Even ballads, even for ballads, they have loud ass tracks playing in the back. Like, what the hell, you're sitting or just standing still for a ballad and you still can't sing live? This is just my whole take on the whole situation, but you can only wish. What do you think? What are, in your opinion, some factors that would make a performance good or bad for you? It could be facial expressions, it could be synchronizations, it could be dance, or just music in general. Make sure to share your thoughts with me as well. And I will be making more K-pop commentary thoughts related videos. Hopefully we can make this place a community where we can share our thoughts and talk about whatever K-pop related things we want to talk about, and in a respectful manner. If that's something that interests you, you can like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.